We're High Court enforcement agents, we've got High Court writ. I'd like to sort this out face to face. Kiss off!
£12 billion is owed to people and businesses in the UK.
Don't do that, sir!
There is money owed, and it has to be paid.
When all other attempts to settle a debt have failed,
It's quite a lot of money, it's over £5,000. Here comes a bill, please.
cases can end up at the High Court,
Nothing can conquer the writ.
where a judgment commands enforcement officers to recover what's owed.
Our agents are the last chance saloon.
Let's go!
A High Court writ
All checking desks are going to be closed until this matter's resolved.
gives agents the authority to enter unlocked homes and businesses.
We've made contact, we know they're there.
Enforcement agent.
Everybody leaves a trail.
And to seize and sell property,
If you think we're doing something illegal, call the police. They're trying to do everything they can apart from actually pay the bill.
to finally get debts paid.
They want us to get their money back.
£56,000 and 76 pence outstanding.
In these difficult times,
I need to go on!
agents find ways for people to clear their debts.
We're not ogres, we're nice people.
Hopefully it'll be a weight off the shoulders then.
But every day,
Call the police now.
they face aggression
You wanna put it me?
Don't do this again.
and abuse
Get out of my way.
as they try to settle debts
Watch your back, Chris!
This is 70 grand here.
that no one else can.
He thinks he can fight me.
Let's see. I know. Who would do?
Enforcement agents Casey and Alex are heading to a swimming pool installation business to try and recover money for a customer who says work wasn't completed at their home.
They owe quite a considerable sum of money.
How much?
£56,404 and 76 pence.
What?
Now, they build swimming pools.
Swimming pool in England?
Well, yeah,
You just have to step outside and it rains all the time. What's the difference? Build a hole. It looks like it's part of the castle. Wow.
Yes, look, we've got vehicles, everything. Brilliant. Excellent.
Go.
Hello. Roundstone Bespoke, and we want Roundstone swimming pools. Do you know why we're here? High Court. Who's in charge of Roundstone?
The man says his son is the director of the company named on the High Court writ,
That's what the writ's been issued, that company name.
but claims the debt is actually owed by his business, which he's now closed down.
Unfortunately, we're here to enforce the writ today. So what you need to do is, if you don't agree with that, you need to seek legal advice over that, because the writ is actually in Brownstone Bespoke Limited.
Agents are commanded by the High Court to take control of goods they reasonably believe are owned by the company named on the writ.
Right. I have to do the paperwork.
I voluntarily went bankrupt just at the beginning of COVID.
Have you spoken to the court about this matter?
No, I literally got your paperwork because I sent it all to the court.
Right. The courts don't want us to dispute any of these cases. They want us to go in there, collect the money that's owed as per the order, and leave again, and making sure that we get the result that we need to. So I've got some bad news for you. Unless this matter is paid today, we are instructed to remove everything, and that will be now.
Okay.
So are you able to? Do you have your own solicitor?
No, I can't afford a solicitor. I was bankrupt.
So, if your son's the director,
Yes.
is he aware of this as well? Does he know what's going
No,
on?
because it's got nothing to do with him. It's against me. I did the work. I don't understand how someone.
You
can
don't know
do
why
something.
he's taking you to court under that name because you think that that's not in that name. That's what you're saying.
The-
It shouldn't be in that name, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
That is a matter that you have to take up with the court.
We know the law, we're the ones that actually know what we're talking about, but they still don't accept it. It's gone to county court, then it's gone to high court. Now it's like we're gonna come at you.
At the moment, there's an amount of £56,404 and 76 pence outstanding.
Understood. Okay.
So all I can say to you is that we have to assess now of what goods are here in order to remove. And
Right, okay,
unless
so I don't know what to do.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you in peace for a second, because I know that this isn't the best of news. But you might want to have a chat with some people or your son or someone to see whether the amount can be raised.
In the UK in 2020, over 78,500 High Court writs was successfully enforced.
11 o'clock you can start removing.
Excellent stuff.
With enforcement agents
2 different claimants
collecting nearly £92 million in money owed.
Every case is different. You'll never know whether you're going to be there for 5 minutes and get paid in full, or you're going to be there for 5 hours and get a couple of £100.
I just don't understand why it's taking so long.
And when the minutes turn into hours...
All right, I'll give you 5-10 minutes, sir, or 10-15 minutes. Speak to you in a bit.
The agents need patience and persistence in their armoury.
Hello? Hello? Everybody needs that little bit of extra time, just that couple more minutes.
He needs more time to pay the difference.
If they're to get the claimant's cash back.
You can spend a large amount of time waiting for them to go through the motions of how they're going to get out of it before they finally realise that it's not going to happen and they need to pay the money that's owed.
Try these. Hang on, try those.
Ah, no, because they're spicy, aren't they?
They're not that spicy, just try them. Which one?
Okay.
They warm you up.
Oh my God, they're so spicy. You want to kill me? Oh my God.
High Court enforcement agents Mark and Virgil are on the trail of a company with an annual turnover of approximately £35 million.
All right, business.
It's a large organisation, part of which rents out offices across the UK.
I'm pretty sure this building's got history. And there used to be a swimming pool underneath.
If they got an office here, it's not cheap, but
it's massive.
They're attempting to reclaim money for services that were never provided.
Hello. My name is Virgil. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. This is my colleague, Mr. Mark. I'm a High Court enforcement agent.
Okay.
Basically, what it is, a company has taken IW Group Services UK Limited to court.
Okay.
Currently, there's an outstanding amount of £5,640.81. It's not paid in 30 minutes. It goes up to £6,234.81.
Okay.
If it's not paid in, we start listing assets.
Each stage of the enforcement process incurs additional fees set out by government.
Obviously, we try to keep the costs as low as possible. So we give them usually 20 minutes, 30 minutes to try to sort it out.
This is the High Court.
Can I just see the company name?
Yeah.
Where is it? So I would need more details.
The thing is, okay, this has been to court. We've got a High Court order stating that this needs to be paid.
We have a last resort for these claimants. They've tried all other avenues. They've tried the nice route. They've gone through the courts, tried to get the money nicely. Unfortunately, we have to get in there and get the money which they're owed.
Let me message someone.
Yeah. If we can get in touch with somebody that can resolve this matter, that's perfect.
Okay.
It's a big company then.
They've had the phone calls, they've had the invoices, they've had the court paperwork, they've had our paperwork. It's all been ignored, and they all just seem to want to sort it out when we're on their doorstep.
It's got new chairs.
When you bury your head in the sand, it doesn't go away, okay? The debt will just mount up. The best thing is deal with it. Minimal stress, minimal fees.
Virgil's deadline soon arrives.
So, because nothing was paid, it has gone now to second stage enforcement. So the amount has gone to £6,234.81, and now obviously me and my colleague will have to go around the property to see what items we want to take into control. And another 30 minutes, it will go to $7,210. All right?
The rooms that you see are clients' rooms. You obviously can't take that because
Yeah, but you've got kitchens, you've got coffee machines, you've got boardrooms.
Okay, we'll decide what we're gonna take.
Big companies take a long time to sort it out. They'll try anything that they can to get out of it. It's not like you don't have the money.
I'm going to start here, more impact.
Yeah, and I'm going to go through the other ones.
If you just send photos to me on WhatsApp, I'll write it down.
But identifying assets.
Offices, TVs, furniture, it's a really big place.
Is made trickier by multiple offices, some containing the property of other companies.
Hi there, my name is Virgil. What companies do we have here? The desks and everything, they are worth money, especially if they're looking as good as these ones do. Hi there.
As Virgil searches,
Does this belong to the whole kitchen? Perfect, thank you very much.
Mark tackles claims that all the items inside the building are not owned by the company named on the writ.
What would you like me to tell?
Burden of proof yourself. We need to see bills of sales for the chairs, the mirrors, computers. Okay?
Okay.
High court it's here.
Everything is telling me is for me to tell.
Yeah, we need money paid, otherwise we're going to move goods. Simple as that.
Coming up,
what can I do?
the swimming pool installer
Is it all resolved?
continues to tread water.
If it was a personal thing, I would be seeing if there was anyone who would help me.
And Mark and Virgil
How we doing? Am I going to write receipt out?
lay down the law.
The thing is, you've got the High Court writ. It's not a bit of paper from the corner shop.
Agents Casey and Alex are at a swimming pool installation business that owes around £56,000 to a customer who says work was paid for but not finished.
Listen, I know that it sounds bad, but if we can help you through it, we will.
The man says his now bankrupt business owed the money, meaning it's no longer liable for the debt, not the company on the writ owned by his son.
The issue you have at the moment is the High Court has issued a writ for that company, and that is who we have to enforce against today.
Okay.
So all I can suggest to you is that it may be now the time to see if there are any phone calls and see what you can raise.
There are none. Everybody knows I was made bankrupt and there are none. See, that's the reason you go bankrupt, because you can't have these people pursuing you. Yeah. All the monies that were paid to me directly were completely different. Different account, different VAT number, different invoices, everything.
So the only way you're going to dispute that is by finding out from the courts what he supplied them, and then to supply your evidence to say why it's incorrect.
I wasn't there to defend myself because I actually had COVID.
So the alternative, obviously, is that they will dispatch the trucks here and we will have to remove everything.
Okay.
Is that what you would prefer to happen rather than...
What can I do? What do I do? I'm absolutely stupid.
If it was a personal thing, I would be seeing if there was anyone who would help me, but that's just me.
Any disputes over a judgment must be challenged in court, but right now, the agents are commanded to enforce the writ. Alex gives the man time to weigh up his options, while Casey searches for proof of assets owned by the company named on the writ.
Is it all resolved?
I don't think so. Why can't you resolve, can it?
All right. Why is that?
Well, because Roundstone Bespoke Limited has to have a director.
And?
The director's not me. So,
who's the director?
Sorry?
Who's the director? Your
My
son? And what's your son's name? Mark?
No.
No?
Harrison.
Oh, who's Mark?
Me.
Oh, you're Mark. Lots of stuff under your name, under the company.
So the dispute here is that the gentleman's saying that the name on the writ is incorrect and it shouldn't be in the company's name that it is. It should be in his personal name.
But everything here is Mark, Mark, Mark.
I've said to him, look, it is really much more beneficial to come up with funds than it is for a removal of goods. For a start, it would probably cost him more than 50 grand to replace everything. His business then stops completely. If he personally doesn't have £56,000, then he's going to have to find someone who does.
Yes, Mark. As expected, he's been told to tell us that none of the assets here belong to the debtor company. Yeah?
In West London, enforcement agents Mark and Virgil
So basically they're refusing to pay.
are pursuing payment of a small debt from a very large company.
I'll be honest with you, I think I'm lost. I'm at the point where I don't even know where I am.
The agents are identifying the assets of the business, which has an annual turnover of more than £35 million.
We definitely have more than enough to cover everything and then some. Let's go to Mark now and see how he's getting at. It's massive.
I know.
The desks and the cupboards belong to the one they're renting for, and some of the companies have brought their own chairs, but they do look different, so we can notice which ones are.
But the company's management are threatening them with legal action.
They said, I would keep repeating the point that if they choose to take anything, they will be liable for robbery.
Okay, I've been down this line. As I said, I've been down this line before. If you think we do something illegal, call the police. If money's not paid, we will be removing stuff. Yeah?
The longer they refuse to make payment, the larger the debt increases.
So, when's it going to be escalated?
45. It's going to be escalated at 1.
What is the latest the payment needs to be made?
1 o'clock.
If it's paid by 1 p.m., it's going to be at 6,000.
Yeah, no, it's a big company, yeah. There's obviously no intention of paying.
So basically, if it goes after 1 o'clock, it's going to go to 7,200.
7,200.
£18.81. At that point, because obviously there's a lot of items that we can take, we're going to order another removal van as well. Put them in that situation.
Plenty of empty rooms if you want to go through.
We don't want empty rooms, we want full rooms. Right, I'll put it in plain English, okay? If money's not paid by 1 o'clock, we are going to start removing stuff, stacking up here, and it's going.
If they know about the situation before, if they had the letters and they knew we're coming, they had enough time to contest it or to provide the evidence. And why didn't you do it?
With just moments to go,
how are we doing? Am I going to write a receipt out?
The agents push for payment.
They are talking, and I asked them, is possible someone for the legal team to talk to you guys? Yeah. And I'm still waiting for a response.
So we're not at receipt stage yet?
They said they can't find this company.
The thing is, they've got a high court writ. It's on the high court. It's not a bit of paper from the corner shop.
With another deadline passed, Mark and Virgil begin to gather the assets.
Yeah, what we're doing now, there's no payment. We're going to go down the removal stage. We can take the smaller, more expensive stuff in the van and hopefully leave the bigger, less expensive stuff for the larger truck. They will pay, they just don't know it yet. Nothing can conquer the writ. Virgil, can you help us with this mirror?
Sorry?
Because I don't want 7 years bad luck.
Yeah.
Look nice above your bed, Virgil.
They are asking if it's okay to take a picture of your badge.
Yeah, there you go.
More often than not, it happens that people don't believe we're high court enforcement agents until we start taking stuff.
In 2019, 90% of new businesses failed.
So currently, the debt is £1,916.
With more than 20% going bust in their first year.
Their businesses haven't got the work.
Now, if you're telling me that the business can't pay, then it means we start having to list items.
Many citing cash flow problems.
We know that it's been really, really hard.
Agents Chris and Sam are trying to find the director whose company is named on a High Court writ.
What's the deal with this one?
Another agent has attended primary address which turned out to be accountants. It seems as if he owes around off £2,000.
Let's see if they're open. People in there, doors open. Yeah. So let's see what the score is here.
The money is owed to an advertising agency.
I think the best part about the job is the investigating side of things, when you actually, you've worked hard to find someone that has really been, avoiding dealing with the matter, and you actually track them down and you get the money back for the person that needs it.
Hello, how you doing? My name's Chris, enforcement agent. Looking for this person here.
They're told the man they're looking for no longer works there.
How long ago did you take it over? Last year. Ah.
Do I enjoy my job? Yeah. I like the challenge. I like the cat and mouse game very much, yeah.
He's still advertising it as this address he's using. Do you know him at all, or?
At the end of the day, when you do find someone who's been avoiding paying the debts for so long, and you've tracked them down, found new addresses, assets, and then you've got the money back for the claimant, that is rewarding.
Fantastic. What's the address of that? He's the head chef. Does he own it as well? Just the head chef. He works in that pub, yeah.
With a little digging, The agents receive information about where the man may be working.
We're sniffer dogs. We'll find them some way. There will be a way they've slipped up, you know, but you will be found. Yo, get him.
Hey, Spider.
Get him. That's good luck. We're going to get paid now. Come on, let's go.
Coming up,
We've gone in the wrong way.
Chris and Sam track down their man. Mark and Virgil tighten the screw.
If a removal truck comes, it's going to take 20 minutes.
And Casey and Alex...
Did you see any of those plates?
I'm going to go out and have a look.
Raise the stakes.
So the keys are there. So the bonus about that is that we can drive it away.
With a multi-million-pound company still disputing a RIF for £7,000, Virgil is planning to seize their assets.
We've got a few options for removal, and obviously we need to decide which one is more cost-effective.
Inside, his colleague Mark keeps the pressure on in hope of a payment.
Virgil's speaking to the office to get a removal truck. It's actually coming.
To drag a table from one place to the other, it's going to take 20 minutes. If a removal truck comes with people, another 2 or 3 people, you know, it's going to be very different. So now at this point, we are either considering getting another 2 Luton vans and removing everything, but obviously there's the additional cost for the 2 Luton vans and plus the storage, which will be substantial for the amount of items that we're going to take. But I'm hoping that they are going to talk to us, because this debt is a really small debt in comparison to such a big multinational company, you know, and it would be foolish not to engage at least with us, you know.
After nearly 2 hours and the threat of assets being removed, there's a response from the top.
I've been advised that CEO and legal department are in touch with accounts payable, so fingers crossed. Soon they will get back to us.
I hope so, yeah.
Oh, they're trying to sort it out, so there's no need for removal or anything, no?
It's looking more and more like they were just trying to get bank transfer.
But after a further 20-minute wait...
They said they tried to call.
It's this one? I'll call him right now. Call him now.
Virgil takes charge of the situation on a call to one of the company's lawyers.
We got a high court writ, as I'm sure you have been made aware.
I do have a copy. My only concern is that I can't identify the claimant. If it's a legitimate claim,
Yeah.
what is the name of the claimant should be on there?
The only thing that we are concerned about is obviously enforcing it. If the payment is made, as I'm sure you know, you have a 14-day period in accordance to the Insolvency Act, in which in these 14 days the money is held. Nobody can get it, neither we, neither the claimant. Okay?
Because I was a police officer before, obviously it gave me the skills to talk to people, to negotiate.
That's fine. But I'll ask this to be paid and then have to follow up later.
Not all the claimants are big companies or big banks, you know, majority of them are just honest people that suffered the loss, and we're just trying to help them to get their money back.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll instruct that to be paid.
Just a phone call, 5-minute phone call, everything was resolved. This could have been solved £1,400 cheaper. Hopefully in the next 10-15 minutes we're going to receive the bank transfer.
At the end of the day, when we go to a big business to enforce a high court writ, we're going for the little guy.
After 3 hours and 10 minutes, it looks like the writ has been enforced.
Hello, it's only me.
Hello,
Can we
okay?
confirm the money's hit our bank, please?
Bear with me 2 seconds. How much am I looking for?
£7,218.81, please.
Yeah, so £7,218.81 in the bank.
Thank you. We shall issue a receipt and move on to the next one.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thanks, bye. Right.
Yes, Mark.
To my favourite Romanian friend, could you please write a receipt out?
Has it been paid?
It has been paid indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much. You make a great secretary.
I know.
I just wish they just listened to us and paid it the cheaper amount when we first turned up, 3 hours ago. It's good as off of a claimant. End of the day, and he's got his money that he's rightly owed.
Let me do it.
What is that?
Let me do it.
Take care. Bye. How many times have you been in and out that door, Virgil? How many times?
Mate.
You still get it wrong.
That one, let's go. Now this one deserves a fist bump.
Having already visited one address, agents Sam and Chris are trying to locate a chef whose company owes money for work carried out by an ad agency.
A bit more homework on the case. We've actually located him to another pub that he's suspected to be working at as a chef.
The outstanding amount is around 2,400. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, let's see if there's a car park
Oh,
somewhere.
that's nice.
Let's go have a little chat. One thing about me is I don't give up easy.
We gone in the wrong way.
So when you have people that you spend a lot of time, a lot of resources to track down,
I don't think that's the way in, but we can use it, I guess.
those are the ones that are rewarding once you've actually caught up with them.
With the help of the manager,
Hello. Hello.
the agents identify the man they're looking for, working in the pub kitchen.
Right, so the reason why we're here to speak to you today, sir, is we've been trying to make contact with you for quite some time in relation to a company that you are still currently director of.
How did you know?
We've been to quite a few different addresses looking for you, and our colleagues as well. So the amount of money you owe right now is $2,343.
I haven't got that much money.
Okay. Is there anyone else that could potentially help you out until you can get that money? No?
Do you want to try and make some calls and we'll give you, a few minutes to...
Nobody.
Now, once they see their debt has now increased, it could be because they're trying to mislead you and you're having to, investigate, and it's costing you a lot of time and effort. But ultimately, before we've turned up, there would have been letters, even from our office, gone out. So we then literally just have to act on that writ as we are commanded.
You'll see how it breaks down. So we've got here the original debt was just under £1,400.
Yeah.
Then you've got the compliance stage, but this is all set by the Ministry of Justice. As soon as they see that we're paying a lot more interest, their mindset changes straight away.
Now the man says he has a friend who could help.
Probably what I can do is I can organize the funds and I can sort it out, if you don't mind waiting.
I'll tell you what, so we're not causing you further distress with your boss, because obviously I'm concerned that he might, have issues with this later. I'm happy to leave you a letter right now. We'll go away for a couple of hours. The three of us will talk on the phone. And then hopefully then you can just transfer the funds over.
I didn't know that it's going to come to this level, so it's here. So I might as well deal with it.
Hopefully it'll be a weight off your shoulders then, that this one's gone. When people are nice to us and honest to us, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, how do I deal with it? Anyone who wants to take responsibility, then straight away they're going to see the nice side of us, where we're going to try and work with that guy.
It's probably best to just deal with this matter here and now, to be honest.
I'm glad that he's now saying, look, I understand I need to pay it, I want to pay it. We're expecting it to be paid today. Let's talk in a couple of hours, and it will just stop any further interest as well, because there is daily interest that goes on to this. 2, 3, 4, 3.
What do you cook then?
The last time I was in the telly was sponsorship. Really?
Oh!
Fantastic.
So what do you specialise in the pub?
Cook everything.
You've got a name for yourself.
As soon as that's transferred, give me a call. My number's on here, obviously it's on your phone now, and then we can get it verified. I've got your phone number, so don't ignore my call. If you ignore my call, then obviously I think you're hiding from me. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. All the best. See you soon. Thank you. He's actually coming across quite honest with us now. So we're giving him the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully in the next couple of hours he'll make a phone call to let us know he's paid it all off, and that'll be the end of the matter.
He was forthcoming. I think he'll pay.
Do you know what though? They didn't offer us any lunch though, did they? Nice burger and a pint of nice right now.
The agent's trust was rewarded, and the man later paid in full. Agents Alex and Casey are enforcing a High Court writ for £56,000. The money is owed to a customer who says work was paid for but not completed at their home.
Here, Roundstone Swimming Pools has everything listed.
The man they're with says his business was responsible for the debt, but as he's closed it down, no one is liable to pay the money back.
Poor customers, here we go.
But the High Court writ is in the name of his son's company, which is still trading from the premises. Therefore, the agents are proceeding with the enforcement.
Everything's addressed to Mark. He's the one that built the debt.
I've explained to him, and I said he's got to come up with some money.
Well, the vehicle's clamped on the one of them. He's got a bunch of vehicles listed here. Did you see any of those plates?
I'm going to go out and have a look.
There is enough stock out there that could help cover a good amount of the money that's owed to the claimant. I'm just going to keep looking around.
You're in a position at the moment where they literally will remove everything. I can only say to you, see if there's an amount of money you can come up with. I will go to them and say, look, let's do the arrangement. The only way you're going to buy the time is actually by making a payment.
Casey has found documents showing vehicles parked in the yard belonging to the company named on the writ.
A lot of cars in your name for bankruptcy.
Oh, they're not in my name, they're in Roundstone Bespoke's name.
Oh, all right. A lot of them say you. Basically, he's stating that he sold all of his property, which is where his son has taken over. And because he's considered himself bankrupt, he believes that this claimant is going to go on to his insolvency, which isn't going to happen. So you went bankrupt, you said, and then you worked with your son, but you managed to put a lot of things in your name.
No, everything was sold.
To him? Sold to him?
Yeah. Is there actually anything wrong with that or not?
No, it's not that it's wrong with it. It's just the fact that that's what companies do. They go bankrupt, they sell stuff to the family, and then they just... But this is why they've got different rules for different fools, isn't it?
With the man confirming he sold vehicles to his son's company, the one named on the writ, the agents are in a position to seize and sell them to help recover the money owed.
That vehicle, that Navara over there, belongs to the defendant company. So I'm going to seize that as well. It's seized now, so... Even better. So the keys are there. So the bonus about that is that we can drive it away. It's probably going to be worth a good five or 6,000.
If the man can't come up with any cash to help his son's company clear the debt,
we've got a 63 plate Navara seized.
Then the vehicles will be taken away today.
Oh, if we don't remove it, then we're going to lose it.
Bastard.
Coming up.
This is actually, you're not setting me up, are you?
No. Mark and Virgil deliver a surprise writ to a hotel.
Can you believe that? That guy worked for me for about 20 years.
So, what are we going to do?
And Casey and Alex's patience...
Is he making a phone call to take it?
...finally runs out.
Okay, time to take claps off.
Casey and Alex are trying to get payment of £56,000 from a company that didn't complete the construction of a customer's swimming pool.
Navara, the van, we're going.
Okay.
They've authorised it.
Okay.
The man maintains that his bankrupt business is responsible for the debt, not his son's company, which is the one named on the writ.
If you want the money out of me, you take the truck.
Okay.
That's the deposit for whatever you want. It's not mine.
I know.
If you take it, you're taking a limited company's van, truck,
which is on the but it's on the writ.
Yeah, but you're here now. You must be able to look at it and make some sort of judgment and say, actually, I don't think this is right.
We're not here to dispute it.
So far, the man hasn't contacted his son or made any attempt to try and come up with a payment to stop the agents removing the vehicles.
If he's digging his heels in and is not paying, we might as well recoup as much as we possibly can for the claimant as possible. I mean, I'm quite astonished at the moment. He's just standing there shrugging his shoulders. He seems to be quite prepared for us to take things. Is there any change at all?
I don't really know at the moment.
This is one of those cases where it's a principle for him. But the district judge and a high court judge have issued the cases and said the company owes that money.
You go bankrupt to get rid of all of your creditors. So I don't get why all of a sudden one can come out of the blue, take you to the court, bang, 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 and you're here. You can't go to Sainsbury's, buy a bit of food and then sue Tesco's because they've given you dodgy food.
OK. So are you saying that there's no way that you would even call your son, to make any kind of payment?
I will deal with my son when I need to deal with my son. If you take everything, pretty much guaranteed, you'll be bringing it back.
If you don't win, you're then at another 5 or 6 grand on top of what you owe.
Well, not being funny, if that's the case, then I will have to bankrupt myself again.
If they don't pay their debts at the stage that we're offering it, it will go up. It will continue to go up until there's no more to go up to. So we take the car, they'll sell it at auction. This person's now lost their car and is still in debt.
Right, Mark, last chance is I have to make the phone call now for them to be dispatched. Do you want to get someone to make a payment?
I don't know that I can. The only way that I can go forward is if you take the truck, you take the van, and that is the money that you want from me. I have no money to give you.
With reasonable belief that the cars belong to the company on the writ, they can seize and sell them to recover the claimant's cash.
We've given you 2 hours of opportunity to try to figure out if you can make some sort of lump sum, and then we go forward together. Is he making the phone call to take it, or are we going to find some sort of financial substitution? So, what are we going to do? You going to make a phone call last time?
I'm going to make one phone call.
It's crunch time. We've gone in the circles, and my patients go on for so long. It's been 2 hours, but I get to a point when we're trying to help them and they just don't understand that. We don't want it to increase. We don't want it to go to third stage. We don't want to remove their goods, but just to hold on to principle, I can only hear it so many times. A decision needs to be made now.
Yeah, okay, no problem. All right, mate. Okay, thank you. Cheers. All right.
Do you know what the...
No good.
No good, eh?
No, to be honest with you, anybody that has the sort of money that you want is all tied up and it's not easily accessible.
If we can quite clearly see that people are just stalling for time to look at a way as to how that they can evade the matter, then we'll spend less time waiting and more time doing.
With the man saying he can't raise any cash towards the debt.
Hey, you all right?
Alex calls the towing company.
Well, we're all go ahead, mate. No worries, see you soon. Bye-bye. Time's up. The removals now are on their way. I'm disappointed for him, to be honest with you, that rather than enter into an arrangement and something amicable, he'd rather us take stuff away.
Enforcement agents Mark and Virgil are on their way to a hotel in Hertfordshire.
I'm due a nice weekend away.
Can't wait for the holidays, right?
Not with you. She's my wife.
I know you wanna.
They have a writ for unpaid solicitor fees.
I've been in some hideous hotels.
Last hotel that I've been to up north in Leeds. And the next day, when I came home, I had a lot of blisters.
Bed bugs,
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really nasty.
Today, it's the directors of the hotel that are about to be bitten for over £1,500.
Hi there. My name is Virgil. I'm a High Court Enforcement Agent. My colleague, Mr. Mark. Can we speak to Mrs. or Mr. Shipton?
Do you mind waiting here and I'll go check and see if... Because they're having like a private function at the minute.
Oh, yeah. So that would be better,
yeah, no problem. Exactly, I should say.
We have a High Court writ.
Okay, no problem at all.
Nice place.
How you doing?
Hello, sir.
You good?
My name is Virgil.
I'm Mark.
Mark. We are High Court Enforcement Agents. Yeah. We have a High Court writ. If we can speak to either the directors or the manager or somebody. Let me show you the High Court writ.
Do you know them?
Yes, I know them. I know them very well.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I use them as my lawyers.
They obtained a High Court writ on the 22nd of November 2021. The amount that they took it to court was $1,100. When they went out of the High Court, it was $1,322.
Question?
Please.
Yeah.
They need to be paid.
It needs to be paid. Otherwise, we have to go move stuff, which we don't want to do.
And this is not a joke.
No.
100%.
Some jobs don't take long at all. 30 minutes. Other jobs, whether it's smoke and mirrors, could take days.
I can. We owe some money. Can you just send them the money, please?
Sometimes people deal with the situation quickly to solve the problem and obviously to get rid of us.
The amount outstanding is $1,686.11.
Like the law firm will take you into court. Yeah.
You got the account details?
Really? So can you send it to them?
A lot of people, when we turn up, just tell us to go and do one. But if the defendant wants us out of the property, they usually pay. Just like that.
Can you believe that? The partner of this law firm, a friend of mine. Bastard. This is actually, you're not setting me up, are you? No.
9 times out of 10, they do thank us, shake our hands, and we all leave on good terms.
That guy worked for me for about 20 years.
My bit's done.
All that remains is to check the payment has been received.
We don't know. When the transfer is done, we'll verify it on our end.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this is the thing. If they've been your lawyers for that long, you need to get in touch with them. We'll wait over there, okay?
Any luck? There you go, boys.
Can we just confirm some money's been paid into the bank?
Let me just take a picture of that.
Our bank?
Yes, we've got confirmation this end.
Yeah, £1,686.11 is in the bank.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Take care,
Thanks, bye.
I've never knocked on the door and the door's opened. Oh, come on in, I've been waiting for you. Come and sit down for a cup of tea. It never happens.
I'm happy with that. Okay? Bye, guys.
But at the end of the day, I'll just go home, speak to a wife, have a glass of wine and relax. That's not a place for torpedoes we can't go to.
Yeah, that's right.
We turned up, explained the situation. They didn't even ask what it was for. They just wanted it paid for us to get out there as soon as possible.
Yeah, there was just no love for us.
There's never no love.
Come on, let's go.
Claimer's got his money.
Not that bad.
Back in Worthing, Casey and Alex are waiting for the tow truck to arrive after seizing vehicles from a swimming pool construction company that owe £56,000 to a customer.
Coming. Okay, time to take the clamps off.
So he's going to incur about another £1,000 to £1,500 worth of removal fees from this company now doing the removal. So that will take him up to 62, 63,000 just by refusing to pay an amount.
Okay, that's that one.
I despair, really.
The gentlemen are here now to take the vans away, the van and the Navarro and the Berlingo. So all of those won't cover the debt, but at least we have an opportunity to get some money back for the claimant. It's a shame. We tried to help him all we can. His friends haven't been able to come through with any money for him. So now at this point, he's offered these up because he fully intends to appeal and believes that he'll win. That was definitely a very, very long one and tiring one and draining one, but it's part of our job. We have to stick it out to the end. We need to get some form of resolve, and we've done it.
I'd have preferred him to come up with a payment and put him in an arrangement. That would have been a hell of a lot easier all round, but he was digging his heels in and he wasn't interested. So at the end of the day, we've taken the goods away as a deposit, and that's a good result.
Hey, bro. And away we go. You're covered in mud.
I know.
You need a bath.
The company later lodged an appeal against the judgment, and a court date has been set to hear their case. Next time.
Oh, wow.
Chris and Mark tried to draw £2 million.
Seems a little unfair to me.
From an art dealer.
You can start removing.
Excellent stuff.
Sherry and David chased £8,000 for a missing car.
You said you were going to ring him up. I'm not paying.
And Casey and Alex tried to recover £3,000
You're scum.
for a family-run builders merchant.
We're just going to talk.
That's enough.
That's enough. We're just enough.